Greetings and welcome, fellow adventurers. Another episode of Let's Play Neverwinter Nights, Enhanced Edition, Hordes of the Underdark. A little bit stabbing in the dark here. How to solve the fivefold. I can get the Sleeping Man. Anything.
Yes.
What do you want? Yes.
Hello to you there.
There. You have anything what to...
You are welcome here.
You know the Reaper's true name?
Alas, I do not. My pilgrims grow impatient for the journey home. They have not mastered the fivefold mysteries of the Sleeping Man, and have yet to grasp the nature of his patience.
Put something on this altar to keep you busy. Actually sort out the in enough. Did this team. That Deltide picked up. Storm Giant. Make your powers ridiculous. Strength of 33. I don't think that should be feasibly possible. But that's fine. I mean, the flail will do enough damage as it is, and this should keep him safe for a good while. Iron Seal. Cloak Ring gave him thing of major resist. Acid. Fire. Might as well give that to you, just in case. Out. Stone Ring. 7. Take this belt back. Helmet of Discharge. I'll take that. Probably sell it. Just read this armor that possibly could do with the replacement. So, is +1 actually worth it? Eventually, I should probably hop over to gloves. Discipline rather than power. And your discipline is probably already quite good. I put some Phaedox Berry in. Now I have a devilish. I kind of want to try out this. If I use. Adjust. Doesn't do it. I actually need Timothy.
You are welcome here. Very well, let us see if you are ready. Answer me, pilgrim. Who is the sleeping man?
He's a celestial planetary creature.
Yes, his is a pure soul with no trace of pride or vice or vengeance. In following him, we take on his beneficence. Now answer me, pilgrim. From where did he come?
Games from.
That he does. Elysium is a place of beauty and peace and perfection, yet he turned his back on it and never returned, choosing instead to roam the plains. So answer me, pilgrim. Why did he leave?
Action sickened him. No. That's in. Someone must.
Yes.
Right? I seek the fivefold mysteries of this. Yes, the sleeping man, own way, dead like us, exiled and far from home. Some say his sorrow that permeates this place and draws us. Why is he sad? Ah, that's the thirdfold mystery. Why is he sad? Why did he leave? He commits a carrier. The answers are all the same. His heart had sorrow of the sleeping man. Right. Alright. That was slightly easier than I thought it would be. It still leaves the fifth fold. What was the answer? And so... would know that. Haven keepers. And I fivefold mysteries. Not gonna voice act him because he's not enough. I don't suppose Crystal here knows it. Pretty much sure he doesn't.
Well met.
Yeah, I know. But he checked, he didn't have anything. Dragon Hour that he told him. Like +6. I kinda like this model more than the other one. And he sells it for a reasonable price. I just don't think it's worth it. Heavy flail +5. good enough. Sorry, Bristol dear. I spent a lot of cash. Hope it's worth. Only one I can think to ask is Gruel. But I'm pretty sure he will not give me a straight answer. Oh. It's either him or Arabeth, but Arabeth doesn't know either. Why are you always so foul-mouthed? Why are you always so damn polite? Honestly, that bile you spew gets right under my skin and just eats them. Yeah, see that? Just a thought of it. Money for this stuff. Let's stop and talk. I'm taken aback. Got any? How are you doing? Is anything wrong? I'm fine. Got an urge to kill everything and everyone about me. That's nothing new. Tiefling with deep blood at all. Let's stop and talk for a moment. Oh, I can't help but notice you've grown wings. Yeah. Fly with them? May not be very big. Maybe he can fly for short distance. Not sure. He can not really be concerned about that. Going well? They don't know it either. The Reaper has been here as well. If he's not bold to not talk about it, we'll talk about it. Hi fella, just stay there. Up a little bit. We can still go to the... Not lost. What's critical?
Hail the dead. How may I serve you, Sojourner?
I seek the fivefold mysteries of the Sleeping Man. But not slowly. The Sleeping Man is wise and old. Passed through the gates of Cania when they were first formed, long before the time of my career. It has been many ages since I saw him last, yet I suspect he remains there even still, asleep and waiting. Is so? Yes, it is. What is he waiting for? Carved about the dais where he sleeps. For once the word, she will find you by the gates of Cania. Else he waits for her. Who is she? Death or a maiden fair, who can say? The words are there in answer to a question I must have once asked. That is all I know. I must go. I wish you well, so I could do more to aid you on. Right, I think that's the fifth-fold mystery done. Now, I can actually do her quest. I get that there's possibly a point lighting those fires, but if I need to sleep, I'll just go to the tavern or temple here. Pretty sure I can rest here. Resting. Don't need that wisdom. Very useful spell I could want. Alter vision cuts to kind of blindness. That's kind of situation. Further resist probably use. And maximize that count. Maximized cure moderate. 3d8. So potentially a lot. I rolled 3 8s. That would be 4 plus 1 per caster level, maximum of 15. So, I mean, that should heal a lot if I roll well, which I'm not guaranteed to do that. Whereas if I do a maximized spell, that possibly would. Try an empower or a maximized your moderate. Just I can test if I ever need it. That should give me the maximum effect of that spell, I think. Possibly. Make it potentially very powerful. 2d8 would be 16 plus another 10 from my level. Does it count my entire level or just my priest level? Anyway, let's do this.
You are welcome here.
I wish to recite the 5-fold mysteries in Sleeping Man.
Very well. Let us see if you are ready. Answer me, pilgrim. Who is the sleeping man?
Planetar, creature of good.
Yes, his is a pure soul with no trace of pride or vice or vengeance. In following him, we take on his beneficence. Now answer me, pilgrim. From where did he come?
From the blessed fields of Elysium.
That he does. Elysium is a place of beauty and peace and perfection. Yet he turned his back on it and never returned, choosing instead to roam the plains. So answer me, pilgrim. Why did he leave?
His heart had known no love.
He knew that without passion we are nothing, and thus he journeyed many years in search of his true love. His journey brought him here, to the frozen wastes of Kanya. Answer me, pilgrim. Who did he seek?
Sought the knower of places.
The knowers ruled this plane before the Beta Zoo claimed it as their hell. In his wisdom, the sleeping man asked simply where his true love would be found. Tell me, Pilgrim, what was the answer?
He will find you by the gates of Cania.
So he returned here, to the gates, content in the knowledge that she would find him. Weary from his journeys, he fell asleep. That was all long, long ago, but still he waits here, dreaming of his true love. You have mastered the fivefold mysteries of the sleeping man, Pilgrim. When you enter his chambers, wear this crystal around your neck. It will help you see his dreams.
Thank you. And so, what did you give? Sensei's amulet. Well, I guess I'll wear it. Ooh. Words grown thin with age after the day is over. He will meet you by the gates of Cania, they read in a glow. The amulet around your neck begins to hum as you approach the sleeping man, and a dim light begins to grow within it. Use wisdom. You focus your thoughts on the crystal, slowly letting the worries of the world slip away. At last your soul grows still, and you find yourself floating through a pure white haze. Through the haze drifts the sound of a battle. Down with Mephistopheles. Long live Baron Molikroth, someone cries. Molikroth is Lord of Cania, cries another. The battle is ours. Try to determine the context. Sleeping Man's dreamscape shifts and ripples in response to your curiosity. Sense the voice of an old storyteller. Smell of sour ale, but don't. Must be a story the sleeping man has heard long ago. Story he had sought out. Story of an uprising here in Cania, devil against devil in a war for a rulership over the Ace Helm. Focus on the name Baron Molikroth. The dream is all around you, aspect so richly textured that into it. Focus on the Baron's name and are filled with a sudden unease. Something is wrong and you find yourself filled with a sense of impending doom. There is treachery afoot. Sense that something Baron Molikroth has not told those who follow him. Focus on those crying out. Their voices are gruff and guttural, first with the gnashing of. They are generals on the devil's side of the blood war, and the higher-ranking ones at that. One voice is different, though, nervous and not devilish at all. Ancient, that voice seems to hold a wisdom far beyond its years. It knows too much, knows that treachery is afoot, yet it stays silent. Let's move forward through the mist. The pale white curtain parts to reveal a dozen devils and a stranger, white as mist that cloaks her. One devil, the Baron, looms above the rest. Cody clears to speak, his throat to speak. His form stretching, growing taller and darker, the Baron thanks the generals for their assistance. They cower in fear before him as he slowly takes his true form, that of Mephistopheles, Lord they was thought defeated. And let's focus on the concept of the Baron. Seems Baron Molikroth was the ruse, devil's deceit through which Mephistopheles was able to uncover those who conspired against his throne. Focus on Mephistopheles. He seems younger in his dream than you remember him, yet taller too. The arrogance of triumph swirls about him, dark, almost imperial. There is a certain sense of glee as well, pride in his terrible generals. One by one, Mephistopheles calls his treacherous generals by name, their true name, and sends them hurling through Cania's starless sky like meteors wrapped in hellish flame. You are banished, he declares, to the furthest wastes of Cania. May the glaciers bury you and all memory of you passing be stripped from the hells of Bator, where your true names are commanded. Let's focus on the woman in white. The pale woman steps forward, a single tear clinging to her cheek. What of me, my love? I gave you the true names of those who would betray you, and it has. Do you believe now? You are the knower of names, my love, your Swanson, and it is you most of all that I must banish. Names hold so much power in this. I have not have against me. Focus on the idea of the knower of. Sleeping Man seems to consider the plane of Cania a recent addition to the Hells of, with the knower of names somehow belonging to its previous. Get the sense that the others, such as ancient Praetorians, must have existed in the Sleeping Man's time, though even then they seemed a rarity, hunted by the devils to extinction. Focus on the notion of banishment. Through the mist comes the image of a remote glacier, its surface pocked by 12 smoldering pits slowly filled with drifting snow, the vanished ones buried beneath its frigid weight. Focus on the woman's teeth. The entire maddened world seems to have suspended in it. Please, she cries. If you love me, don't let me be banished. I'll stay with you and Nephthys. Mephistopheles smiles wanly, finally in response. But, I don't love you. I never did. With that, he sends her hurtling through the starless sky, a flaming comet headed for the furthest wasted cave. Here falls to ice and shatters. Each shard is the image of the sleeping man, frost clinging to his lips, marching through the purple haze. A doorway looms before him, set into. Refocus on the shattered teeth. Can't focus on that. Focus on the purple haze. The haze seems to permeate everything, the ice itself. Looking past the sleeping man, you see a string of red arrows burning bright in the purple air, leading him towards the door. Somehow it seems to all tied to a ring he wears upon his finger, a ring that has charted a course for him to the wasteland. Focus on the map. He's shivering, almost dead from the cold, but something, either passion or madness, still burns bright in his eyes. He has come in search of answers, and those answers at long last are near. Now open the door in ice. You open the door and the sleeping man stumbles through, grateful to be free from the icy winds. You feel yourself being pulled through more doors, down corridors, through rooms. There's a guardian, a beast left by Mephistopheles to bar the way, and then blood. Blood. There was another, like it somewhere. Yet, 3 others. Powerful. Suddenly you're in a room and a voice says, question I can only answer. You can feel the torment and if you focus on the room. I find it difficult to focus on the features of the room. It almost seems to be many places all at once. Maybe not quite a place at all. You don't know quite what to make of it. That sounds like the Reaper's gatehouse. Focus on the voice. The voice is a female one, not unlike that of the knower of names from the sleeping man's previous dream. As if she had an older sister. Part of you realizes she's called the knower of places. Focus on the sleeping man's menu. A dizzying array of questions stumbled through the sleeping man's mind. Where am I? Where do I belong? Where was the knower of names banished to? Where will I meet my one true love? Where is she now? Where will she die? Where will I die? Where can good be found, but evil be vanquished? Where can I find the truth? Focus on the question that he actually asks. It is want for love that brought me here. But I yearn to know where my true love is today, or where I might learn the name by which I'll know her. No answer you can give me. That I asked where it is that I will meet. Tell me that, and I shall wait there till she has found me. Let that be my question. An answer true. The knower's answer is buried in the squall of purple snow as the sleeping man returns to the gates of Cania. He removes the ring from his finger and the world is white again. Let's focus on the knower's hand. The answer of the knower places still resides in the sleeping man's subconscious. He will find you by the gates of Cania. Let's focus on the city of lost souls. 50 years doesn't seem to exist in the dream. At the gatehouse portal lies exposed at the top of the plane of ice. The city must have built up around it to the late dates to the gatehouse. Focus on the ring. When he removed the ring from his finger, it split back into 3 interconnecting bands from which it was fashioned. He built a chamber for the ring below the ice, that it might be safe. Atop the chambers he built himself a stone bed heated from below. He waited many days for his truth. When she did not come, he slowly fell asleep, content in knowledge that she meant to find him. Push further. Alas, the sleeping man has settled into a deeper slumber, void of dreams. Try as you might, you cannot reach him there. Examine him? Barely discern the slow rise and fall of the well-muscled torso. Breath coalesces into small pulsing, the feathers of his wings fluttering slightly in a drafty wind. He is strong, even after so long in sleep. There was sadness in his face and a weariness hanging on his brow, but the corners of his mouth are turned upwards in a smile. Something about him feels undeniably holy. Can I wake him? Sleeping man's rest is a deep one, lasted for untold centuries. Without waking him, what a peaceful slumber will be. Let's sound the trumpet. You bring the trumpet to your lips and blow, and for the barest moments it seems as the multiverse itself has fallen silent. Then with a ripping, tearing sound comes like screaming winds of pandemonium. Maybe taking up on that trumpet after all. The trumpet is sucking all the breath from your lungs. You try to stop blowing, but you cannot. Just when you're about to black out, the screaming fades before you. Yes.
No! No one disturbs the sleeping man!
Well, no longer sleeping man. That, however, will have to do for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Till next time. Enjoy my content, please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all then. Bye.